Hello there, this is Coach Carter, and this is Coach Carter's COVID-19 update for Sunday, August the 23rd, 2020. And first of all, I want to say that it was a wonderful Democratic National Convention. I really enjoyed it. Uh, Finally, we got some hope through all this darkness, but I guess what everyone wants to know is what's happening with the two storms that are coming through. Well, right now, this is the new development as far as uh, they said there's going to be two hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's unheard of. Two tropical systems in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time, making landfall sometime around the same time. Now, before we had it, we were watching Hurricane, before it was Tropical Depression Marco. It was Tropical Depression 14, but now Marco seems like he's going to. First, we were looking, and Marco looked like it was going to go over to Houston, but now it's changed. It was going to be hitting Houston around Wednesday or Thursday morning around 8 a.m. But it seems that Marco may actually make landfall somewhere around New Orleans around Monday. So we'll keep you posted on that. Then also, he's followed by a sister hurricane, Laura, who will may be a Cat 1 by Wednesday or Thursday. And around 8 a.m., this Cat 1, about 85 miles per hour, may make landfall somewhere near New Orleans around the same time. So, unfortunately for our brothers and sisters in New Orleans, uh, it's not too good. So, what we hope is that you take all your precautions, preparations for the hurricane. And again, this is something that we've never seen, a new development where you've actually had two hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico making landfall around the same time. Originally, they were possibly making a landfall around Thursday. So I guess that's a sign of the times that God's really serious about things that are going on, and this has never been seen since 1959 when two depressions or tropical systems have been making landfall around the same time. On the other note, I just want to say that when it does make landfall, and they say it's going to be pretty rough, the latest advisory that we've got is it was 75 miles west west northwest of the western tip of Cuba with 65 mile per hour winds and moving around 13 miles per hour with a pressure of 994 millibars. And Marco seems like it's on the track for New Orleans right now. Around Sunday, around 1 p.m., it'll be gaining strength to possibly about 85 miles per hour, and then hitting New Orleans around Tuesday, or actually Monday at 1 p.m. at about 75 miles per hour. And then it'll keep tracking west, a little bit north of Lake Charles, and then Lufkin, Texas. So if you have any people over there in Lufkin or New Orleans and Lake Charles, you want to pray for them. And then what we see, we're looking at a whole bunch of different storm tracks. The latest advisory of Tropical Storm Laura is she's currently 85 miles east of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic with 50 mile per hour winds. And there is, it's moving west about 18 miles per hour. So it seems like it's going pretty slow, gaining power and momentum with the pressure of 104 millibars. And the way Laura is going right now, it's predicted that around Sunday, around 1 a.m., right now it's going about 50 miles per hour. Around Monday, it should start heading a little bit northwest. It'll be 50 miles per hour. It'll be past Havana, Cuba, around Tuesday, at 1 a.m. hitting 65 miles per hour, and then unfortunately it's going to hit somewhere around New Orleans around 1 p.m. at 85 miles per hour. So we're watching that, and right now, I guess we're tracking it. The cone before was heading toward Houston, but because there's a high pressure that may shear the wind off of this hurricane, it's taking it more of a western direction. So anyway, Marco is looking more and more impressive. It became a tropical storm quickly with more waters and with the waters of the warm Gulf of Mexico. So hopefully the wind shear that's taking it actually closer to New Orleans, these upper level winds, hopefully that'll take some of the kick out of it. So again, tropical storm or Hurricane Marco rather should be over Louisiana, maybe close to New Orleans around 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Monday, depending on how fast it moves. If it slows down, it could strengthen into a hurricane probably tonight. So anyway, let's move on to other things, because I just wanted everyone to know what's going on with the hurricane. Now globally, in Texas, I just wanted to let everybody know that there are 22,707,707 cases and 352 cases of COVID-19 out there. There's been 794,000. That's a number. 256 deaths all over the world. And in the U.S., the total cases, we have 5,576 cases and 89 cases. So 5.5 million, and you know that's not good. And Trump is not going to talk about that at the RNC. I'm sure they won't mention it at all, because he takes no responsibility for the Americans who have died because he didn't take things seriously at his watch. Right now, 176,000 Americans and 290 are dead because of COVID-19, and it's predicted that there will be around 200,000 people dead of COVID in November the 1st, around election time. So if that's something that Trump thinks that is a success, and I don't think there's anybody who could say that that's been a success. Again, I'm a Democrat. I'm going to vote Democrat, and I'm going to vote to we got to save our lives. And on that note, let's bring it on to Texas, because it seems that some of our governors, our Governor Greg Abbott, has not been doing what he should be doing to protect all the lives of Texans. Right now, I bet you didn't know it was this high. It's 11,070 deaths across the state of Texas. We have a lot of deaths. And the cases, we're one of several states that have over 300,000 cases. Currently in Texas, we have 579,127 cases of novel coronavirus. And again, Greg Abbott and Republican Senators John Cornyn and Ted Cruz aren't saying too much about this. So remember, in November, it's going to be Hegar. This is ridiculous. In Harris County, in Houston, Harris County, there are 95,631 cases of novel coronavirus 19, and we've had almost 2,000 deaths, 1,978. So, like I said, I'm trying to keep this updated, but we need new leadership in Washington. if we don't do something. Again, not even talking about the Heroes Act and the Heroes Bill. Oh yeah, let's bring it back. The post office attack that Trump is doing using his henchmen, and when I say henchmen, that's DeJoy, to go take away your votes. Now DeJoy has removed 60 sorting machines in Texas. Now this is something that I didn't realize. He has DeJoy, who says he's not going to reinstall any more of the 600 machines that he removed. These machines have been removed in the critical swing states. This man has talked to Trump and Mnuchin, and they want to steal your vote. 59 have been removed in Florida, 58 in Texas, 34 in Ohio, 30 have been removed in Pennsylvania, 26 in Michigan, 15 in North Carolina, 12 in Virginia, and 12 in Wisconsin, and 11 in Georgia. So this man wants to cheat to win. This impeached president will do anything to win. And DeJoy is facing. He was on Friday. He testified before the Senate. All his buddies and friends, who made it seem like he didn't know what he was doing, and of course, we know he knew what he was doing, and he's taking away your rights. So right now, Nancy Pelosi and the House are getting together to vote to have a bill ready. So whenever Mitch McConnell shows up, which will probably be, since he's taking a long vacation and won't be back there till September, we could have had this thing voted about. But anyway, this emergency bill will be put on the table so that the post office can be fully funded, because right now DeJoy says he's not going to put those machines back. So he's basically deliberately sabotaged the election in all these swing states: Texas, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Georgia. Okay, not only has he removed the voting machines, which you should be very angry about, because people have fought and died and served in the military for the right to vote, and this is taking away the rights to votes of veterans, people overseas who have to vote from overseas, also people who have underlying conditions that they could get sick. I mean, real sick if they go to vote, and they can't do it in person, and they're gonna basically, this was something else that was recently revealed way back, I guess, Trump has always had something of a disagreement with people who are really got more money than he does, okay, who are richer than he is. So Steve Bezos, he runs Amazon, he has more money than him, and he also bought a newspaper called the Washington Post, which was very, let's just say it, he basically said that that Trump is going to be the poison pill for the Republicans. Trump didn't like that. And how Trump does things, he's kind of like a mob boss. He always wants to wet his beak and get involved in making money off of things like the British Open for his hotels, or the G7 meetings at his hotels, or the RNC, which is next week, which is going to be at his hotel in DC. And this thing that's going on now, he doesn't like to be stood up for not having money, and it began as an attack on Jeff Bezos, rather. I'm sorry, I said his name wrong, but it started as an attack on Jeff Bezos. And when this happened, okay, I'm trying to pull it up at the same time that I'm talking. Okay, yeah, there we go. Originally, DeJoy didn't support Trump, but he made a lot of money off of Trump, and he put a lot of money into Trump's campaign, about $2 million. And after Trump appointed a lot of his Republican cronies, henchmen, shall we say, to be on the board of board of directors or something. It's for the post office. Then he appointed him. He fired this other lady. Her name was let me see if I can pull up her name. They basically fired okay, here we go. So Trump basically had a battle with the Amazon founder, and for example, he liked to for example, Michael Bloomberg knows that he didn't have no money, and let me just straight up say that after the Washington Post reported that Donald Trump was a poison pill for the Republican Party, then Trump also said the Washington Post, which loses a fortune, is owned by Jeff Bezos for the purposes of keeping taxes down at his no-profit company at Amazon. And then Trump kind of admitted his crime in public. He said Trump admitted that he had a post office plot to retaliate against the Washington Post owner, against Bezos, because he actually had more money than him. Because Amazon uses the post office to help get a lot of the packages to people. But what he didn't realize is when he told DeJoy to tear up everything and cause all this chaos before, removing machines and removing mailboxes, it also messed with small businesses, brown and black and white small business owners whose customers kept wondering, why haven't I got my packages? Why haven't I got my mail? What's going on here? And then also medicines that are supposed to be going to our veterans. People love the post office. You need to keep your hands off it. And so basically, Trump, he personally pushed the Postmaster General, her name was Brennan, to double rates on Amazon. And of course, he's going to make some money off of it because that's how gangsters work. And Brennan had resisted Trump's demand, kind of like Comey. You kind of see a pattern here. And she told the president that the Amazon relationship was beneficial to the post office. Well, the president didn't like that, and he fired her, and then he ordered a review of the Postal Service. And he was concerned that if most Democrats would be voting by mail because of the virus, then he could be defeated if the process of voting by mail, which is illegal, there's no kinds of ways where it could, can be co-opted by foreign countries like he did with the Russians, and it works. It's not fraud ridden. It's not going to be a bunch of fraud. Well, Trump said that Amazon was scamming the post office, and so he talked to LaJoy, and he lashed out, and then he said, well, he wanted to basically he was using his power to target Amazon and CNN, which was also another organization. I think he was also owned by Jeff Bezos. And he put this weird address out that said it's important that the UPS prices its services in a profitable manner, including in the e-commerce ground package delivery market. So that's kind of like targeting specifically Amazon. And the second request concerns the search for the next Postmaster General. I'd appreciate being kept apprised of the progress. He wanted to make sure that he found someone who would do his dirty work. Now, he's already been impeached, okay? So, he picks up, he really loves dictators like Putin and strongmen who basically kill, silence their political enemies, put them in jail if they can. And, so he targeted them, but also it's come up with the mail being slow, and now he's destroyed all those machines. So basically, I'm sorry, I digress. I just want you to know that the House of Representatives is on the job right now trying to get that bill done. Now, Trump said he vetoed the bill, but people can kind of see through that if he vetoes the bill to protect the post office, because we need this bill to pass so that this Trump guy, DeJoy, this stooge, whatever, this Trump guy will not be able, so he will have no reason not to, and he will be able to put these machines back on. Because right now, Trump is losing to Biden, and he's scared because he knows that if he loses the election, he's going to jail, and it's not going to be nice. And you know who else is going to be going to jail? A lot of people, and not just Steve Bannon. There's going to be a lot of people that'll join, and that's why we got to get him on the record on Monday. Let's see, all the people who will get to go. Well, yes, Jared. There's just so many people in the administration. So anyway, I just want you people to know that they're fighting for your rights, but you can help. Don't be intimidated by Donald Trump. Don't be scared. You go to make sure that I think there was I'll give you the website later, but there's a website that you can go to where you can register to vote, and make sure you vote. And no matter if Trump puts a bunch of sheriffs or whatever, don't be intimidated. And this is talking to our brown brothers and sisters, because he wants you to be scared, thinking, oh, well, there's ICE agents there on voting day. Don't be scared. It's all trying to get you to not vote against him, just like a lot of white nationalists and racists used to do it, try to fight, burn crosses and scare black people and keep them from voting, and exercising your right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say God bless everyone. This is all I wanted to say for today, but my prayers are definitely there for our brothers and sisters in New Orleans. And again, we must hold this president accountable for the crimes that he has done. And he's done a lot of crimes. And there is such thing as systematic racism. Trump, his friends get off. He sees to it that Bill Barr will make sure that his friends will be protected. And, it's kind of funny. There was a Russian who was opposing Putin, okay? Putin poisoned him this weekend. And Trump has not said anything about it. He doesn't want to say anything to mess up that relationship, because he needs Russian help to win again, to cheat to win. Trump is trying to cheat to win, and Cornyn is helping him. John Cornyn and Ted Cruz. They didn't say anything about Ted Cruz. They didn't say anything about or try to help get this HEROES bill passed. A lot of people were getting evicted. A lot of people, they needed the extra $600, but they made sure that their rich friends, their country club friends, got that money. We need to build a better America. It's like Harris and Biden were talking about. So it's really important that you stay alert and stay woke to what's happening in America right now. God bless you. And this is Coach Carter signing out.